Good morning and good morning to the viewers. We are looking forward to 15 years. Remember, this court case has been to the highest court in the land, and we are satisfied with what the national prosecution has done, the team of Mr. Nel and the South African Police Services. And we are hoping that today, Judge Masipa will actually give us a sentence not less than 15 years.
If you do not get 15 years for Oscar Pistorius, what next then?
I think we are also mindful that he actually served part of the 5 years in terms of that parole, and we are actually hoping that if that comes to a push, it should not be even less than 10 years, because one could think that if they say 15 years, the judge can say that, but 5 years has been served already. But we cannot expect anything less than that. And we are hoping that the sentence that he gets, he should not even get a parole for that. He should serve, as he has done, something wrong in this country. Murder is murder. It doesn't matter what or where you come from.
How do you feel about the way the entire Oscar trial has been handled?
You know, so far from our side, we're happy that at the end the prosecution could take it to all the levels of the courts in the country, but the outcome of the actually culpable homicide from the judge, it was saddened by that, because we're not expecting that somebody can just get that sentence that was given. And for taking it to the appeals court, we're happy that it was turned and to be murder. And at least he knows wherever he is that he's a murderer. And we are having confidence in our justice system that they are actually doing the best for women and children of this country.
June Steenkamp wrote a book about her daughter. Barry Steenkamp was in court and he broke down, relaying the story about how he remembers Riva. How do you think the family is feeling today?
You know, I am privileged that knowing them for now 3 years, I had a very close contact. I've been also to their home. I slept over and I could see what kind of people are they. They are shattered. When you go into their home, you'll realize that for them, Riva is still alive, because they've got all the pictures, all the whatever actually she did. And you can see that this is a family that will take long before they can actually forget about this young woman, that they took all their monies to take her to school to be somebody better.
When Riva was murdered, this case reflected on violence against women. How does the ANC Women's League feel about violence against women in our country? And do you think that enough is being done to protect women from abuse?
Remember, in the ANC, we've got one of our aims and objectives is to make sure that we take care of women and children. Violence against women and children is one of our objectives. We need to make sure that actually, as much as we do all that, we are mindful that our women are overstretched. Remember the Women's League, how it operates. In every region, in every province, there are women that goes to court every day. And you'll also remember that in the very same court of Riva, next door we had a case of the Khumalos that were actually in 2 courts at the same time. And people were not even aware that there are so many other cases that are not in the public space that the Women's League has done. And I'm sure even something that is known that we don't need anybody to die, and we are hoping and wishing that with Oscar's sentence, it will actually send a message that nobody should kill anybody and violence against women and children should be stopped. And this should not be a Women's League issue. It should be an issue of men and women of this country. We should fight it together. We should groom our girl and our boy that nobody has a right to act in a manner that others are doing.
On this very day, D-Day, some call it for Oscar, what would be your final word of support to the Steenkamp family?
You know, we have tried our best. Remember, this is a family that when we started coming to court, I remember when they sent us, we were only 2 women. And we discovered that in that week of the bail hearing, the Steenkamp family were not there. But when we contacted our colleagues in PE who attended the funeral, they told us that they cannot attend because they don't have money. And the Women's League, together with the Progressive Women's Movement of South Africa, which has 180 affiliates of women's organizations, we rallied around to make sure that we carried them. And we did, by the grace of God, until now, made sure that they have a place to stay, a place to sleep. Actually, the traveling arrangements were made for them, and they had a very good stay in the city, even if it was not a holiday for them. It was a set time that they never knew that one day they'll end up in a situation like that. And as one, also really want to thank all those women's organizations with the Women's League that made sure that we carry a family to that length, which is not for the first time, but I think we have done our best in this one.